I cover all bases. No. I can go home with David, my roommate.
Oh, yes.
He's sitting in the back.
I say hi.
Oh, yeah.
He's the big head.
Yeah. He's just the nicest guy.
We'll work it together, though.
Yeah.
Sometime soon.
Yeah.
They're starting.
I better go sit.
You can't sit here because of the camera.
I see that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Buenos días to my compas.
Buenos días.
So if we can just take a break to center in a little bit. And such a happy Sunday, good weather. And April is actually a month of poet and poetry. So I wanted to share with you a poem that it was written on 1875 by William Ernest Henley. And actually it was Mandela was inspired by this poem. I was going to read it, but I think Morgan Freeman will be much better than me. So, thank you. So if you want to, whenever you're ready, we can share. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did.
Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I think whatever God there may be for my uncomfortable soul. the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of fate, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears, there looms but the shadow of the shade. Yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. Matters not how straight the gate, how punishment charged the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. How beautiful having Morgan Freeman speak to us this morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Wow. Looking at a lot of faces, I don't know what to say. Just so good to see you. And I invite you to sing with me. Use me, oh God, I stand for you. And here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Yeah. I used to think that God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, leading us, yes, to shine its light as we, as you, so use me, oh God, I stand for you. And here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Command my hands, command my hands. What must they do? Command my life. It's here for you, 'cause God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator. Sing loud. He makes all things new, and God needs us, yes, to shine its light. Can't hear you. As we, as you, so use me, oh God, I stand for you. And here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do, please. Show me all
breath and allow my words to become your thoughts. And as I speak to myself, for myself, I know and believe that there is a universal power, an invisible power that lives within me and lives within everything in this universe. This power, this energy, doesn't matter the name I call it. It has all the qualities that I achieve to have. It is me. It has the qualities of compassion, wisdom, belief, faith, abundance. It has everything that I am. I am taught to ask and you shall receive. And I believe that to be truth. This power always says yes. It works with me, through me. It works with my beliefs. It works with my words, my thoughts, my actions. And it creates. It creates every time I think, every time I do something, every time I feel. Therefore, now, with my higher power, myself, we unite together to create the world that I want for myself, knowing that if it's good for me, it's good for everybody else. I ask knowing that I will receive. I ask for wisdom to understand the struggles of my society. I ask for compassion when I judge one better than other. I ask for peace for those that harm themselves and those that harm others. I ask for food where there is hunger, water where there is thirst. I ask for education where they want it and to be able to do it peaceful. I ask for safe crossings for those that want to cross over for a better life. I know that all that is possible. I know that is already created in another world, in another side. All I need to do is bring it to the physical manifestation of this life. And I bring it by my words, my actions, my beliefs. Every time I think positive, every time I do something good, every time I don't judge, I bring a piece of that world that is invisible to the visible, to the physical. And so does everybody here. Everybody that thinks and acts in favor and for good, it brings a piece of that. I know it's possible to live in a peaceful world. I know it's possible to work hand by hand with a friend without having to say, I have a white friend, I have a black friend, I have an Asian friend. I can just say, I have a friend. I am so grateful for these teachings that allow me to think different, that allow me to be responsible for my actions and my consequences. I'm so grateful that I know that I can create. I know that it's possible. I'm so grateful for the center where we learn and grow. I'm so grateful for the Reverend Stacy, Reverend Cheryl, for their constant teaching and never giving up. I'm so grateful for everybody that is here today in person and everybody that is at home. And I'm also grateful for the people that has not come. I'm grateful for the music, David, Patty, that every time he softens my heart, makes me feel peaceful. I'm so grateful for our techies. Without them, it'll be a lot less pretty. I'm so grateful just to be here in this time. Grateful to be part of the changes. Grateful to be one of many that creates a world that works for everybody. And just knowing that it's done, I release my war, knowing that this is it, it's here, and together we say,
I have missed her up on this stage, have you not? Woo, Christina, I'm sorry, I gotta give her one of these. Christina, I want to be just like you. You are forgiveness, you're everything, you're not. She is perfection, is she not? But what I have to remember is I have to raise my thoughts to what I want, okay? So that is what this is. And that is what this song's about, actually. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do this all by myself. Well, I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. Oh, yes. But now I can see that if you are struggling just to make it through another day, well, you've got to let it go, let it all go. We've got to raise the vibration.
Yes. Yes.
And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm Reverend Wanda and I, we love you. We all love you. We love you. You're my sheroes. I don't know if you caught that.
And you're mine.
Sheroes.
I'm so happy being smarter at this and I know when to not speak.
As I know when to not sing.
No, come on.
But that is from us to you, and thank you. I know we speak for a lot of people to acknowledge that you really are the wind beneath our wings, and so many things that are said and done that are so perfect, that are so special, that are so loving and kind, and it's good to acknowledge the source, our sheroes and God. Okay, so we'll see what happens now, because the little mic that I usually pin on isn't working today. So let's see. So we'll have another adventure here. The theme of the month of April is stepping into the unknown. The unknown. The unknown, though, is not the unknowable. And so it is part of my intention that I'm going to bring that point out. Week 3, the title of the message is something I never really had heard of. It's called Blessitation. How many had heard of this word before?
It's a good one.
Sound like Michael.
Okay, because Google had heard of it. Yeah, and so that's what I did. And it's two words combined. The blessing that I'm calling the God or the go power, and the hesitation. The slow I'm calling the slow or the no power. Blessitation. And this is something that we all experience on some level as we step into newness, also known as the unknown. So we move forward now with God, with going for the goal, going for our highest intention, going for our dreams, and then the hesitation sometimes shows up. The fear feels like it's greater than our faith. The questioning. We even sometimes question the questioning. And then what happens? We don't move forward. We don't move in reverse, but we end up standing still. Some people call that stuck. You probably were never stuck.
Never.
So this idea of that which is blessed is constructive thought. Do you think all thought is equal? Do you think all thought's the same? No. So the blessing is constructive thought, and it is directed toward any person, place, or thing. And it's designed to be helpful. It's designed to be constructive. And we used to hear that a lot, didn't we, in day-to-day conversation? You'd sneeze, and what would people say?
Bless you.
Bless you. Bless you. So there's a little book that we have, and it's called How to Speak the Science of Mind. And in this little book, it defines what is blessed and what is a blessing. So to bless our world is to confirm or conform our beliefs that the infinite presence that I'm calling God is working here and now, in, through, and around all people and all events. And it is to their highest and best good for all concerned. Now, sometimes you look at things and they look like a blessing, and other times they don't. Am I right? Mm-hmm. So, to remember to bless our lives. Now, I grew up as a Catholic girl, and we did a lot of blessings. I know that there's some others that were from that Catholic faith. Is that correct? I know there's some that are here. And we seem like we prayed all the time. But when we do, we're consciously and unconsciously activating spiritual laws all the time, even if it's over a sneeze. Because what's that idea of blessing or bless you? That idea says, I believe in a higher power that is empowering you now. Bless you. Bless you. That's where the blessings come from. That's that idea. Now, we're always activating spiritual laws. And I was thinking of the law of circulation. Because the law of circulation is one of my favorite universal laws, but it operates through the human body. It's called the circulatory system. Is that right? Yes. And it brings air and nutrition and vitamins and all kind of things to the cells of the body and the tissues of the body. The same spiritual law, the law of circulation, operates in our human affairs. It's a prosperity law, the law of circulation. So a healthy body has good circulation. A healthy financial body has good circulation. See, the answer's always being revealed in so many ways, but a lot of times we don't always hear it, or we don't always practice it. Let's see, I think I would have done better, Reverend Stacy, to leave that on the stand here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know, usually I don't have to hold the mic, and that's all right, because as loud as I am, you might not be able to hear me.
Little technical.
Thank you. Thanks for doing that.
Okay. You want it lower?
I think I can move it a little bit. You guys all can hear me now, right?
No.
Yeah.
I need some hands here. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. This was a surprise. We have one thing planned, and something else happened. And sometimes life is like that sometimes.
Yes.
So I have a belt, I don't know, from the 70s, because I have to have a belt to put the lavalier mic on, right? So that was my plan, and this is what we're doing. So as a child, my parents, or our parents, taught us to pray, the prayer of thanksgiving. But we also prayed first for what we wanted to receive, what we would be receiving. And so we prayed morning prayers for what? A beautiful day. We prayed before we ate our food for what food we were about to receive for the nourishment of our bodies. We prayed the evening prayer. Sometimes it was that of Thanksgiving for what a great day we had. Other times it was get me through the night so I wake up in the morning. Remember that? Now I lay me down to sleep. Was that I the only one that said that?
No.
And pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die, this is what I'm saying as a child. Before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to what? Take. Yeah, I don't even know if I knew what I was saying, but you did. So this idea of blessings is the gift of life, is the blessing itself. No matter what kind of condition your condition is in. Here's the secret. It changes. It changes. The gift of life has been given. But there's another gift, and that is that God gave us each other. We weren't just created to be on the planet, make the great discovery for ourselves, and have no one to love, no one to share, no one to fight with, no siblings, no husbands, no wives, gave us each other. And that love, that family can be one of our great gifts, correct? And it can also be a great aggravation if we're telling the truth. I got a phone call last night, and it was from my first husband, the child of the marriage of my youth, of our youth. And he called from intensive care at a hospital in Orange County. And this was pretty remarkable. Not that he called, but what had happened beforehand. He was quite ill. Heart disease, the circulatory system. When that's not working, it needs to be repaired or updated or treated. End-stage kidney disease. Diabetes. This is one man. He was from Virginia. His big dream was to come to California. He won an award. And he thought, I'm going to go to Disneyland. And he did, but it was to meet Walt Disney. He loved California. And he loved life. The youngest of 13, and every single one of his brothers and sisters ended up with end-stage renal failure and diabetes and heart disease and all these things. And they passed, except for Jerome and his one sister. And so I was really concerned when he was intubated. You know what intubated means? And our son took a picture of it and sent it to me. And of course, a lot of times, because I'm a registered nurse with a whole lot of experience, I have a whole lot of questions, medical questions. And I cried. And I just wondered what he thought right now about his journey. The sacrifices, the loves, the losses. And I just wondered if he thought it was worth it. And at that time, I didn't know if I was ever going to get to ask him. But we prayed faithfully, the ministry of prayer. He's not intubated anymore. He got on, yes, that's right. He got on dialysis. He got on the phone and called me himself to tell me what was going on. That's a blessing. And that's just a sample of the work that is done through this center under the leadership of our sheroes every day. Every day. So this idea of blessing, here's this little book, and Cheryl, sometimes we do it on when people are new to the center. It's a very little book, and it says How to Speak the Science of Mind. Have you ever read it? It's very well written, and it answers a lot of the common questions that people may have. And it talks about what it means to be blessed. And it says to bless anyone or anything is to confirm that their source is God, that the blessing is God. And they are as the Creator made them, blessed. That's what that's about. Blessing the food, we already talked about that. Saying the morning prayers, saying the night prayers. Recognizing our source. And I noticed that I don't do it the way I used to do it when I was a child. Of course, when we do the spiritual mind treatment, we do give thanks to the source etc. But I'm talking about in the so-called big and in the so-called small, as I was with that child heart, knowing the source and my connection with it. I wonder what would happen. So to bless our work is to remember God's presence. And God is really at the center and the circumference of all things. And I wonder what would happen if all of us did that, in the big and in the small, and not just on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's good. And it's more than only the food. And we know that here. There's so many people that are hungry, and so many generous people that help supply, because we know that we're part of the human family, don't we? Yes. So our connection with God. So what's the hesitation about? If we know that there's only one life, and that life is God, and that life is my life now, and it is within this power that I live and move and have my being, and all things are possible with God, then do I celebrate God in the moments of joy, or just wait to the moments of so-called pain? Are the moments of pain bad? I don't know too many people. There probably are some that like pain, but in general they don't. They don't. But how pain serves is it helps us to remember the source. We don't need pain. Do you need pain? I don't. I have extra if you need some. See, to remember our source, where we came from and why we're here. Now, there's been a lot of things going on, and they don't really look that good to me. A lot of people dying in what some are calling epidemic levels in America. It's only a half of a month. And how many people have we already lost at the hands of other people? I think that's a problem. I don't think it has to be that way. And we might say, well, Reverend Wanda, what can I do? I'm only one person. I say, bless the thing, person, place, or thing, and it blesses you. It's very simple. We have wonderful classes. When I started in religious science way back in the 70s, I was at Founders, but I finally went and started taking classes. And every time that church was open, there I was. Wednesday evening, Friday evening Voyagers, Saturday workshops, Sunday service, Tuesday classes. What am I doing? Just lonely? Is that Could have been. But sometimes, my one sister used to say, I've been down so long it feels like up. Now what's she saying? She's saying that she got used to that. She got used to expecting that is her life. Those problems were going to be in her life. And I'm saying, I'd rather change my thinking and change my life. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I said then. And so I did. Now, we can't do everything, right? But do you remember Helen Keller? Yes. And people thought she couldn't learn because she was deaf and she was blind, I think, if I'm correct. Mm-hmm. And she couldn't learn until, guess what? She did. Until somebody came with a new idea a new thought, if you will. And this is what Helen Keller, who most would think had such victories in her life and overcame so much in her life and was an inspiration and an example to so many naysayers. She says, I cannot do everything, but I will do the things that I can do. So that's what we get to ask ourselves. We're seeing things that we don't think the way it necessarily has to be. Mass murders in America. I think we're number one in the world. The killing and being on war with each other. That would be an award I'm not happy about that one. But that's a fact. And facts can, and I'm going to say, from my view, must change. Must change. So Helen Keller said she'll do what she can do. And I guess that's the question that we could all ask ourselves. Are we doing what we can do? Say, well, I'm not ambassador to the UN. The ambassador to the UN has that job to do. And we have ours. We have ours. So we're in an evolution, I hope.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Because it doesn't really have to be this way. And so some may take this as a wake-up call. Some, if you take one idea away. I remember somebody from my church in Fontana used to say, bless it, just bless it, and give it to God. Now, that's a lingo that maybe you're not as familiar with. There's some other ways of saying things. But what is she saying in those few words? She is acknowledging God as the source. Her source and the one that she thinks needs the blessing. She is acknowledging that there is an absolute power and presence greater than I am, than she is, that knows what to do, that can make all things new. And she aligns with that idea and not the other thing. You don't even have to move far to change your thinking. You don't have to get a new car or a pretty dress. And nothing's wrong with those things. I like those things. But you don't have to change who you are or what you know to help make the world a better place, a safer place for you, for your loved ones, for your family, for your children, and your children's, for the planet. But we have to be willing to evolve. So, spirit is the blessing. It moves us forward. It helps us grow. It says there's more that can be done and have than what we're seeing right now. It can be a wake-up call. So what's the hesitation? The doubt slows us down. It's not a bad thing. It's a thing that can help us think things over, to discern, to put into practice some of those spiritual practices that we learn about in the classes. Use them. Talk to a practitioner. Look what happened to Jerome. And it wouldn't have been the same if our son gave me the report. Jerome calls himself and talks to me on the phone from ICU. See? I know he's extubated at that point. And I asked him the question, the one that I thought I might not get a chance to ask him. Because we made different choices and went in different directions over the years. And that's okay. But what I really wanted to know is, do you think it was worth it? Which could have helped me be at peace. As I said, I was the wife of a young man that came to California from Virginia and New York with hopes and dreams and choices, just like we all have. All right, so here we go. On our road, on our journey to awakening, there's so many blessings. There's so many blessings. And I hope one thing to take away today is to notice them. Everywhere I go, even places I don't want to go, like DMV and stand in the line and all that. Got to be in the wrong place. And then a person, you could say it's a stranger, you could say it's an angel, comes up and tells me their story about their health condition, their miracle, you see? And the blessing. So things can be both a blessing and a curse. We can choose to rethink, to plant new seeds, to make different choices. And I think that it really starts with your decision. Your decision. You reach people. They're everywhere. And God has given us each other. And so for this and so much more, I am thankful. I'm thankful that we are all here. And I want to say God bless you. And God loves you. And so do I. Thank you. Thank you. And find you a place in the sun.
That's right. That's right. Because you know that's what it comes down to, right? Finding our happiness.
Knowing it's here already.
Everything that we want is already there. It's all already there out in the ether. We just have to raise our vibe to be there. Thank you, Reverend Wanda. Really. This song was new to me. This is a song by Stevie Wonder, and I believe he wrote it in 1967, which is coincidental. It's the year I was born. Yup. And oh, that's beautiful. That was a good year then. And thank you for asking and requesting the song, because it really is beautiful. And I love what Dave did with it. We made it our own this time. Like a long, lonely stream, I keep running towards a dream, moving on, moving like this troubled earth. I've been rolling since my birth, moving on, moving on. There's a place in the sun where there's hope for everyone, where there's poor, restless hearts gotta run. Yeah, there's a place in the sun, and before my life is done, gonna find me that place in the sun. I already found it. I don't know if you can notice. You know when times are bad, you might be feeling a little sad. I'll point you into the direction of the sun. I just want you to always remember. There's a place in the sun, and there's hope for everyone. And my poor restless heart's got to run. Yeah, there's a place in the sun, and before my life is done, gonna find me that place in the sun. And before my life is done, gonna find me that place in the sun. In the sun. In the sun. You know, that's where you get your vitamin D too. I love you. Thank you, Stevie Wonder. Thank you, Reverend Wanda. Thank you, Reverends.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Patty.
My voice isn't as loud as Reverend
My
Wanda's song.
I've never heard that song before.
Well,
I thought I know.
well, we weren't born yet.
And it was an old.
Oh my goodness, this is our time that we consider where we practice. Oh, you forgot your mic?
My envelope.
Oh, your
I
envelope.
didn't forget my money.
Well, we practice what Reverend Wanda was talking about, circulation. You know, nature moves in circles. And, you know, I log in on Facebook Live, and, you know, they have their own church going on in there. Someone wrote, my current situation is not my permanent destination. I'm like, okay. I'm like, they're preaching online.
That's Chris Noel. I love it.
Chris Noel said that? Oh, I don't know who said it, but thank you. Thank you for that. If it's comfortable for you, it's to read on the screen for us. You know, we're still not passing a basket. It's still not recommended. And we do have a basket in the back of the room and some envelopes. And our beautiful tech person here has it on the screen, how you can text a tithe. You can certainly go to our website. But however it works for you, works for us. So say with me, from the love of the pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And as I believe that each one of you is my reflection, I work on that circulation. I work on that thing called prosperity daily. Reverend Stacy gave us the challenge of the 1-1-1, and just to remember that each one of us is abundant, and to remember to not argue for your limitation, because it is not your truth and it is not our truth. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for each and every gift, each and every tithe. I want anyone that believes or thinks that they are unable to give to remember that you are abundant, and every time you think that, to replace it with the thought that you are abundant, because you are. And for that I am so grateful. I'm so grateful to serve each one of you in this way, because we do need each other. And so it is.
And so it is.
Oh. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. Yeah. I am so grateful. I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. Yeah, I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Now that word really means something today, doesn't it? Yeah. I am so blessed. We have to really, yeah, thank you. Our annual meeting is today at noon, correct?
It starts shortly after, but about noon, 1:45.
Okay, the reason I'm asking is I know there's people that aren't here physically but want to be on, and I think it said noon on the one that I received.
Yes, at noon.
So I just want to make sure anybody that's out there watching that's not here, those of us that are here today, it's our annual meeting, so let's just stick around. And the board, of course, will be conducting that meeting, and all members are invited to attend. Coffee with the Revs will be again this Wednesday morning at 10:30. Everyone can join on Zoom. Our Healing Words Book Club is reading All We Can Save, and it's Truth, Courage, and Solutions for the Climate Crisis, which of course we know Earth Day is Thursday, the 22nd, so this is going to be a perfect book for this. And everybody can just join in on Zoom on the last Wednesday, which is the 28th at 4 p.m. to join in the conversation with that. So let Reverend Stacy know if you are interested in joining. And if you would like prayer today, the 1 Minute Miracle, the prayer room begins at 11:15, and that will be with our wonderful practitioner, Daisy, who is waiting for us there. And if you want, you can either do it on Zoom, and the link should be on the screen, or you can just call 702-273-9664. And there's never a charge for this on Sunday, but you know, any of the love offering donations are always welcome, as we know. And also you can text your gift to the center. Just text the letters LVCSL to 725-502-2505, and then follow the prompts. And for prayer support anytime, just send your prayer request to prayer@LasVegasCSL.org or text 702-524-7096. Daisy, our practitioner Daisy Spikes, is also starting her class this Tuesday evening, the 20th at 6 p.m. and it's one that she actually made herself, and it's called The Law of Mind and Action, Daily Lessons and Treatments in Mental and Spiritual Science. And it's Fenwick Holmes, it's Ernest's brother that wrote this book that she's referencing to. So please let us know if you're wanting to join this class this Tuesday at 6 p.m. on Zoom, and the tuition is just $99, and it's a 6-week class. I've taken this class, and it is marvelous. I would recommend anybody to take this class. Actually, I think I've taken it twice.
I'll be
Patty
there.
Bowers will be there.
I can't wait. I paid today, I did. I can't wait to be there.
Yes.
Please, I look forward to it.
Recommend it. It's a wonderful spiritual practice. It gets you going.
Yes.
You will love it. We also have May Day on May 1st on Saturday. We're going to have what we call Spring Fling, which is an open house and a gift fair. So, you know, Mother's Day's coming up, and we've got graduations. There'll be lots of gifts that you can think of for those people that you want to share your love with. So come here from between 1 and 4 on Saturday, that Saturday, and there'll be, like I say, great gifts. We're also going to have food and wine, too, served as you enjoy this event. So
What was that Saturday again?
it was May 1st,
Okay,
May Day.
perfect.
Too bad we don't have a poll. We could all go around the maypole.
Okay. I like that idea.
After we had the wine?
Yeah, well, after we have the wine, we could all jump on that pole. And always, when you want to do any shopping, be sure to go to Amazon Smile. Go Smile first, and then you just have to write in our address, and we get a percentage.
Buy away.
Buy away. And speaking of buying away, our bookstore is open, so today you can certainly start your shopping spree there.
Yeah.
And I know everybody's going to have a wonderful rest of the week.
Yes, you
Thank
too.
you.
Thanks, Kitty. Can't wait for that class. Can't wait.
I have a mic.
Yes, you do.
Thank you, Kitty. Hello. It's like waiting.
No, we don't want to
I
go.
have anticipation. Well, today is our annual meeting, and we know we're going to have a quorum. If all of you stay, we have one if you're members. And also, we did arrange for it to have Zoom, and it was sent to each member. You may have to open that email, and you just click on, and you'll be sent a Zoom link instantly. So, and if for some reason you have a problem, please don't. Just give us a call or text us or do something. Call somebody. Thank you. I would like to ask our ministry of prayer team to please come forward. Any visiting ministers or practitioners, please come forward also. Not required, but it would be nice to see your faces.
11:11.
It's 11:11. We know what to do.
Yeah, I did that this week too. Down by Kitty.
It's all good. That's one. And besides on Zoom or the prayer room or a text or however you want to deliver a prayer request to us, we will accept it. And these folks are here. They can certainly pray with you today. Please don't leave with a heavy heart or anything on your mind. They are awesome. They hold up this place. You don't know. They are my heroes. You just don't know. I would like to ask Reverend Wanda if she would please give us a closing prayer.
So in this moment, please join me in turning entirely away from external situations and circumstances, even thoughts of those things. Release them. Opening up to a brighter point of view. In this moment, I'm recognizing that God is the only authority there is. Spirit is at the center and circumference of all things, and all things are now renewed. And from this place of unity, oneness, peace, and perfection, I am celebrating the awesomeness, the allness that is God in action. I know that God in action is moving, living, having its being as perfect health, infinite talent, wonderful ideas, divine love, and prosperity, expressing easily and freely in the lives of all those in harmony with this word. And so for this and so much more, I am eternally grateful. And I know that each spirit here, each soul here, each body here is about the Father's business in new and wondrous ways. And so I release this prayer treatment to the law of mind and action, knowing that the truth has already been revealed and everything has been healed. And so it is, and so I let it be. Amen.
And so it is. Thank you so much.
Repeat after me. I've been forgetting this lately for some reason. Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
I know this in my mind.
I know this in my mind.
I feel it in my body.
I feel it in my body.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Make it a great week.
Yes!
We're going to take a bio break, obviously, before our meeting starts at noon. Thank you.
Woo! Love you guys.
Fly off.
Inside my bones. Inside my bones. Feels electric, baby, when I turn. Yeah. good. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing all through my city. I lose control. We're flying high, no ceiling when we're in our zone. Got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet, got that hot blood in my body. When it drops, I can't take my eyes off it. It's so phenomenally. I love the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, no better hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, when we already know. So just imagine, just imagine. And I can see you dance, dance, dance. Girl, up on me, dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do. You dance, dance, dance. Nobody leaves you, you dance, dance. Woo! Yeah! Dance, dance, dance. Come on now. Just dance, dance, dance. Woo! Yeah! Just dance, dance, dance. Come on now. Just dance, dance, dance. Yeah! Against that, I can't stop the